Good morning, collective. Good afternoon, depending on where you are in the country. Get on in here. Let's talk. Let's discuss some stuff. It is Wednesday, so you guys, I hope you woke up in positive energy. I hope that you guys have been feeling the love coming from your guides, coming from your ancestors, coming from your chosen readers, those of you that you've tried and tested your readers and they've been really coming through for you guys. Shout out to our high vibrational readers that's in the Soul Tribe, the Soul Tribe family. You guys should be feeling their wonderful love and energy. I know that I have, and I'm super grateful. You know who you are. You know who you are, Soul Tribe members, Soul Tribe family, Soul Tribe supporters, lovers, okay? Y'all have really been on it. Y'all have really been doing the dag thing. I won't say your names because you guys know I like to protect the energy of my readers that I really mess with. But you guys have really been sending out that positive, soulful, uplifting, energetic, empowering, inspiring energy. Whether you're reading, whether you're just posting on your community board, I have been feeling it. I know the community feels it. And I just want to give you guys a shout out because I know that a lot of your work does go unappreciative. But we see you, we feel you, we're grateful for you, and we're just thankful. We really are. So I hope you feel the love today, readers. You guys know who you are. All right, hold on. Let me get in here. So I titled this reading the witches, okay, are now moving over into tarot. They're switching up their game, and it's because of you guys, whether you want to believe it or not. All right, so hold on. I'm trying to get in here so that I can read your comments, even the silly ones when I'm in here. But yeah, I wanted to just send us some love out. Love out to the high vibrational readers, those that are solidified in the game, those that are a part of our soul tribe, you know, that sends out empowering, encouraging, uplifting words of empowerment to us, you know, sending us that good energy to combat a lot of the spiritual spiritual war. I was gonna say spiritual warfare, sending out positive energy for that spiritual warfare, but something about a spiritual war. And I think I kind of hinted on that, but yeah, I know a lot of these readers don't get the accolades that they deserve, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to stop by and shout you guys out for all the love that you've been given to the collective, to the community, that I know you don't get y'all don't get acknowledged for. Okay, but yeah, God has really been keeping me in this zone. You know, you guys know that I said I was going to be switching up to do the kingdom state of mind, and I am, but there's something significant that I'm supposed to be telling you guys and sharing with you guys, and I'm just being obedient. I'm just being hello everybody, welcome. Do me a favor, if you're not already a part of this community, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button, you guys, because this is my only channel now. This is my only channel now. This is the channel that I started out with. This is the channel that I started delivering vital information on. And so I won't delete it because this is how I came in the game. I came in the game real strong with these readings. And now you can see some of this stuff has really been manifesting and coming about. So I'm here to do a reading because you guys have been making these covens switch up their game. Okay, a lot of you guys, it says, I titled this, Why This Coven Has Turned to Becoming Tarot Readers. You are forcing them to switch up their game, but it's also coming with a caution and coming with a warning, okay? Because you guys have made them switch up their game, you guys probably need to stop watching tarot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking this for myself too. I don't know what your belief is, what your religion is, or what your spiritual connection is to the Most High God, but it is really now time to really tap into your guide, okay, your source, and lock in, okay, because the game is switching up, people, because as above, so below. If the Most High God is solidifying readers, solidifying spiritual advisors, guides, for your guidance into this next level, guess what? So is the dark side, okay? And I feel like this is what's coming on. I'm picking up on a lot of karmic readers, which you guys by now know is cool. That's what they do. But a lot of these individuals are really behind the scene witches. They're cult leaders, cult and COVID members, and they're really trying to guide you guys down the wrong direction. Here's what I'm gonna say, and I've always said this, and let me tell you something. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But you will know if this is your energy. You will know if this is your lane, your guide, your guidance, your reading, if it confirms what's already in you. If somebody is not confirming that which is already in you, not your subconscious, not your insecurities, not what you think but not sure of. I'm talking about something that is in you. Your reader, your guide, your person should be confirming that which is already in you. Us as readers, guides, and advisors, we should not be giving you messages that go against what is already in you if we claim that you are a part of the collective. So as a part of the collective, we should only be here confirming that which is already in you. You've been getting a little niggle, a little tiggle, and we should just come by with that confirmation. It is not here to shift or change your mind. It is not here, to get you to be on a certain side, to get you to make certain choices or decisions. We should be, let me stop saying we. I hope that you are practicing your free will by understanding you are just as intuitive and inclined to your spiritual guides and ancestors as we are. And we should not ever think that we could give you and say you should do this and you should do that, because that's never my desire. You've never heard me in any reading that I've ever done say what you should do. I just give you the reading because you should already know when you come here that you're only getting a confirming message, and you should do what God has already told you to do. It should be confirming. Okay, so I just wanted to give that disclaimer here. You got some COVID members, you got some motherfuckers switching up the game on you because they have to. Let me tell you why. This is what I've been feeling. This is what I've been channeling. A lot of you guys are inaccessible. A lot of you guys, the old methods that these people have been using to access your energy, access, your mind, your heart, your soul, they cannot do it anymore. So if you're watching tarot, or if they're going to transition to a place where you're accessible, where you give them through your free will permission, okay, by entertaining such. So they're switching the game up. And I love strategy. I'm not going to knock them. You know what I'm saying? By now, I'm a strategy person. I love strategy, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result is insanity, And I don't promote insanity, so it would only make sense for them to switch up the game. What does that say about you? You should be switching up your game, right? We always talked about being predictable. You know what I'm saying? I don't like predictable people, right? It's important that you stay unpredictable. You got to shake and move and shake. Nobody should be able to detect your next move, your next thought, what you're going to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all fun and games. Maybe it's great for an employer. I don't know. I just like people who are authentic, and you really can't pinpoint them, because they're not like everybody else. And so this is not the season to be predictable. This is the season to be unpredictable. Why am I hearing inconspicuous? And I don't even know what that word means. What is going on here? Okay, so I'm just going to tap into this energy and what I'm seeing here. Look, the first thing out, I asked my angel guides, I was like, angels, tell me what's going on with the collective. And right out the gate, new partner and heart chakra came out, because a lot of people's hearts is changing. A lot of people's hearts is changing. And that's the job of the advisors, the guides, right? And the ancestors, is to get you to have a heart shift, whether that's through healing, whether that's through opening your heart, right? Closing your heart, protecting your heart. There should be some type of heart chakra, movement that you do. So new partners, a lot of you guys are finding your soul tribe. You're coming into your soul tribe, right? You're finally figuring Sorry about that, you guys. You guys are finally coming about and learning how to get away from familiar spirits, right? You're learning how to identify energies that align with your true values or align with your destiny. Okay, so new partners, new partnerships, heart chakra is opening. Let me go ahead and read and see what this say. This is going to be the foundation of the reading. This is why they're switching up their game. Some of you may had to leave these people in the past, you know, and find your soul tribe. New partner, a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pray. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of comfort and safety around them. Okay. And then this heart chakra card says, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. And I think I did hit on that in a reading or so ago where I talked about equal give and take, right? You learning how to receive and give. I feel just bland today. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors of the highest white light, please allow me to channel the messages only of the highest white light. Anything not of the highest white light, please close and shut that door respectfully. Archangel Michael, please protect my energy as I channel the messages for your collective divine beings. What's your message here? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's as if you was guided to this stability, this independence. We talked about that the other day. We talked about you being independent of a certain group, right? So you've broken off contracts or broken off alignments or energy, you know, with certain individuals here to be independent, stable here in your own right. I'm telling you, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the heart chakra, right? You're independently controlling your own heart. What's the Nine of Pentacles for the collectors today, Spirit? Thank you. Popped right on the Nine of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Aw, I'm seeing all these hearts. Right? So it's like you're coming down out of this cloud. Why do I keep on hearing the word inconspicuous? Somebody needs to put in the chat what that means. Conspicuous, inconspicuous. I'm hearing grounded. Somebody's getting grounded. King of Cups, energy, nurturing, magician, manifesting this. You've manifested this, masculine or feminine. Take the roses, they resonate. There's no gender in tarot. Okay, somebody here could have been imbalanced in their emotions, not sure of which way to go, not sure of their intuition, or even if they were intuitive. You know what I'm saying? Somebody here is like really looking at themselves and also what God is bringing into their life, and they're realizing, I manifested this. Okay, I prayed for this, because we did hear prayer here. Somebody here could have really been stuck in their mind, heart, in regards to a situation, new partnership, whether you should do what you should do with the old partners, however that goes. Somebody is showing up as stable. I'm hearing stable in the mind. Look at this star energy here. Okay, somebody here is connected or wants to be connected or will be connected here to clarity. Celebration, Three of Cups energy. Somebody's using their intuition, star energy. Somebody's realizing their star in themselves. Like, I'm telling you, and this is why these individuals have to switch the game up. Because I feel like whoever this reading is for and who's going to resonate before, you second guessed yourself. You were imbalanced in your emotion. You didn't trust your intuition, right? Sometimes you was flip-floppy with yourself. Somebody could see themselves as the star energy, or they could be having a heart chakra awakening to star energy. Look at the earth just giving healing right now. Somebody's in this healing energy. This is another reason why people are switching their game up. It's like you're healed. I feel like maybe before, okay, there was an issue here with healing. You know, maybe you weren't healed all the way here. Okay. So I love this being the foundation. Yeah, look, come on now. Like I told you, joy is your birthright. you know, and I'm even telling this to myself, right? Yeah, your life purpose should not make you bitter, angry, always worried, anxious, panicking, not trusting, unsure. That's not what your life purpose is surrounded by. Your life purpose should be bringing you joy, centeredness, right? Clarity, healing, equal give and take. This is the energy surrounding this here. Yeah, new partnership, heart chakra, message about an occupation or something you're supposed to do. 77 could be significant. Okay, there's a message here in regards to what you're supposed to work on, and you're supposed to be working on healing your inner child, or you've worked on that. And that was the message here. That was the realization. That was the opening of the heart chakra. That is where you began here to really focus on giving your inner child love here. Yeah, and receive. You started loving this inner child. Inner child started loving you back here. This is what you were working on. Somebody could have been born in 77. Okay. Somebody's in despair about that. I'm telling you, I cannot make this shit up. Like, people are really out here, you guys, upset about your healing. A wealthy man in reverse could be upset about this. Somebody here could have been taking advantage of your kindness here since you were a child or childlike, right? Somebody here has been building off of your energy. We talked about this the other day, and I'm not going to go back in it because you guys should be watching these lives here because they're far and few and probably won't be coming around too often here in 2025. So hit the notification bell so you can be alerted. But I think I talked about the giving and receiving energy, the reciprocity here, how people have been building wealth, okay, abundance here off of your energy. Can I make this shit up? And so now these people are in despair. These people are in despair because they're losing wealth, losing abundance, losing a spiritual connection. You could have been feeding these people with this star energy here. You could have been feeding him. You could have been feeding them the connection here to the ethers, to spirit, sucking you dry. A wealthy man, I'm telling you, a thief of energy. You could be certain here that a wealthy man in reverse is in despair because they were a thief of energy, causing you a lot of grief, a lot of loss, you know? And I just heard somebody ask, how do they do that? Okay, I just heard that. How do these people do that? How are they a thief of joy? How are they? Because somebody's always trying to kill your vibe. You know, somebody's always trying to make you second guess your authenticity, your heart. You know, you come to them with a good idea here, and I'm telling you, they just want to kill it. I'm telling you, ending it. You know, I got a great idea for, you know, a new business, a new project. You know, I got a heart for a new love, a new partner. I want to bring a new partner. And these people would just constantly do this, steal the joy that you would have about this newness that you knew was right, that you knew you wanted, but they couldn't. But you know what they would do? They would steal it. They would take that energy here. Explain. They would take that energy, Queen of Swords. They would take what you were standing for and they would turn it into a star. They would take what you were communicating, your truth, right, about how you were feeling, whether this is in regards to a person, a project, a new business opportunity, and they would steal it and use the star energy for themselves. I'm trying to tell you, I can't make this shit up. This is why they got to switch up the game. Because you're standing in your truth now. Like, you know, I'm great at these new ideas. I'm great at choosing new partnerships. You know, I use my heart. I use my intuition. King of Cups. And in the past, you were imbalanced because you allowed these thieves to build abundance off of your energy because of some type of insecurity here. 9 of Wands. Yeah. Being defensive because they started causing you to have paranoia, fatigue. Yeah, because they were stealing your energy, juggling you, not letting you go. You know, it's like we can't let this energy go. We can't, we got to keep this energy close, but never really feeding in and or investing in the ideas, the truths, the newness that you would bring to them. Only they would take that energy of excitement and joy that you would have when you brought it to them, and they would use it for their own star energy to build, and they can't do this anymore. So therefore, they're switching the game up because you're in a new energy, because you healed your inner child. What is this switching the game up? What do the collective need to be aware of with this switching up the game? Look, this community. Switching the game up. So now these individuals, they're going to this community, tarot community, whatever this community is, and now they're going to suck the life, the joy. They're going to do this to a community, or they're doing this to a community because they can't suck the life off of individuals anymore directly. So they're going to a community. There's a community now here that these individuals are switching to. I'm telling you, a coven, a cult, okay, a group of people. They've switched to these YouTube channels, these YouTube groups, they got to come to a community. They need the energy. Why is community out here? Message of concern. I'm telling you, these people here received the message of concern that the people that they have been stealing healing energy from is now working on healing. They're working on themselves. So now they have to find a new community because they're in bad health. I cannot make this shit up. And so now your job as the collective is to make sure you don't wind up in these communities. Or because I feel like trying to make the community aware of what you weren't aware of at first is going to be a waste of time. Trying to go into this community and say, listen, these people, they come in, they do energetic exchanges or destiny swaps, or they take your energy. It will be a waste of time because you didn't even know or acknowledge or were not able to be convinced of this. So trying to convince this community or trying to go in here and stop this community's burden is going to be a waste of time. Because I feel like you guys, because listen, these individuals are already bound to this wealthy individual, or these people trying to build wealth off their energy. They're already bound. They're already sold out. I'm trying to tell you, this community has already sold out or they've been bound already. They switched the game up, got off of you, got off a few other people, and they've went into this community. And now this community is bound by the same energy that you once were bound in. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like whoever you are, you could be angry here, or they could be angry about what you're doing here and wanting to do something. But I feel like for some of you, because of your good and kind heart, because you are nurturing and kind, like you want to go in and save the day with a community. Yeah, look, people that you're connected to or you collab with, or this could be employees or co-workers. You feel like you want to go in and save the day so that they can go on a new direction here and have their own introspection. I was going to say perspective here, but they would only juggle you. The cycle would complete. The cycle would just continue, but you've completed this cycle. Some of you are angry here that you've realized what has happened here, and you want to go in and you want to help a community of individuals, but Spirit is saying no, because some of these people are already bounded. They're already connected. And if you went in, the cycle would continue. They would only juggle your emotions, your feelings, right? And keep you in a perpetual cycle here. I'm trying to tell you. King of Cups, you came out again, and this time you're coming out in the upright. See, you've healed. King of Cups energy, okay? You're coming out in the upright. At first, you was off balance because of what these energies was doing, and I feel like now that you see something, or you know that you're standing in the upright, you feel more complete, more healed. You're ready to go and give this energy to a community here that you see is connected to people in power. But Spirit's saying your power here with the Emperor and the Six of Swords is to move on, to move on, to leave. I'm trying to tell you, and invest. Seven of Pentacles elsewhere. The moon, I'm telling you, in what you don't see. Somebody here, you cannot see something here, and you're afraid of it. Because I feel like most new things, you know, when we can't see what it is, we feel we have no control. Somebody here could be afraid of that. But you're showing up in the upright here. This community is going to be in bad health, or this community is already attached to people that's in bad health. Their finances in bad health. Their pathway is in bad health. Their marriages is in bad health. How can you help these individuals? They've already been bound to this energy. Okay, these people have already went in and connected with the new community here. You cannot save them. Okay, anything else? Let me hurry up and get out of here. Anything else for this King of Cups energy, Queen of Cups energy? There's a court matter here, a message of injustice here. These people are going to be in poverty. If you go and save these people, or try to attach to these people, or try to come in and save, you're going to be caught up in this cycle here. Because this community, whoever this community, wherever this community is, London, I'm here in London, these communities, they're going to have to, and I did a reading on this quite some time ago where I talked about these cities being given over to the Chaldeans. A lot of these cities are going to have to go through fortification. You cannot save them. Courthouse in reverse. Yeah, the courthouse is getting the message that you're working on yourself here. Okay, there's justice here for you. Journey. Listen, it's off balance. Somebody can't make a decision here. Somebody's trying to decide here in their thoughts here. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to help somebody. Somebody could be trying to present you with unexpected income, trying to buy you out, unexpected opportunities. They trying. The Spirit is like, no, if you get caught up in this community here, this community is already bound to the devil energy, low vibrational energy, because these entities need to feed off of people for abundance. I spoke about this already. You know, these cities are going to have to be fortified. And if that's not your job, your occupation is to fortify these cities, why would you spend time working on something in order and then end up in a cycle that you've already completed? You can't save these people. You can't save this city. You can't save a city. However that, I know I'll resonate with that shit. I'm telling you, poverty is out here again. I know I remember, because I tell you guys this, I don't act like it, but I am a business analyst certified. You know what I'm saying? And one of the jobs that I used to have was a business analyst. And it was my job to go in and analyze businesses to see, you know, where their leaks was coming from, why they were losing money. And a lot of these were small businesses here. And fortunately, through business development, which I'm skilled in, I know when a city is not going to make it. I know when a business is not going to make it. Call me whatever, but I'm very analytical. You know, not only that, I'm intuitive here. And even the city that I'm in, because of the low vibrational and attachment to devil energy, it's going to be a while before this city ever flourishes again. It's going to be a long while. I keep telling people, I'm not interested in building a business here. I'm not interested in working here. I'm not interested in doing anything in a city that's in the red. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already gone. You know, why would anybody, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again to try to save a city that needs fortification. It needs to be cleansed of corruption, cleansed of fraud, scamming. You cannot build on a broken foundation. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't say nothing. I just be quiet because I'm sitting back and I'm watching everything fall in this city that I'm in. The housing market is falling. You know, even the streets are collapsing. you know, and then they're saying they're trying to bring this new in and this new in. Baby, if y'all don't correct what y'all already got fucked up, it don't matter what you bring in new, ain't no money here. Ain't no money gonna be here. And so this is for some communities. I'm telling you, it's all because of who they're bound to and who they're connected in. A lot of cities, a lot of states are going to be losing right now. And I'm telling you, imprisonment, a lot of people are getting ready to get locked up. A lot of these people in these communities are going to prison. A lot of them are already in prison in their mind, spirit, and soul. This is, again, why these individuals are changing the game. They're connecting to these low vibrational cities, low vibrational people who do not have any intuition or that will allow them to suck the energy for their abundance, just like you did at one time, collective. They're doing it. I'm telling you, they're doing it. They're doing it. And that's unfortunate. So what does this mean for the collective? Okay. What does this mean for you? Now that you're in the upright, now that you're in a position to give and receive, you know, what does that mean for you? Okay, because we could talk about them all day, but I'm just giving y'all a little bit of free game, and I'm just giving you a little bit. Because a lot of you, I keep telling you this, maybe you don't believe me, maybe you will. Whenever you click on this message, it's meant for you to hear. A lot of you are going to come into investment opportunities. A lot of you guys are going to be maximizing business opportunities, generational wealth. A lot of you guys are getting ready to make some deals, right? Why would you go into a city that is not flourishing, that is bound to dark energy, where people literally come in and suck the abundance? A community of people that are not thriving is not a great opportunity. It's not great for the business. It's not, you cannot save these people. So what does that mean for you, collective? I mean, common sense would tell you, right? You go where people are whole. I'm telling you, you go where people are connected to source. You go where people understand. Okay, whether this is a contract, an institution, a marriage, you want to go where people are connected to source. The star energy and the Hierophant energy is out here. This is where your most abundant regions are going to be. Look at the people. What are they connected to? Look at the companies, the institutions. How are they thriving? Analyze before you invest, whether this is in love, whether this is in business. You do not have the time, I'm hearing, or the frequency to invest in low vibrational regions that are not producing at a supernatural rate, because this is a supernatural time. It would be ignorant of any investor, any business person, even an employee. Why would you go work with a company or for a company that is bound, sucking the energy out of its people? You should be analyzing your employers just as hard as you analyze people that you date. You should be analyzing your investments just as hard as you analyze the people that you date. This is not the season to invest into contracts, opportunities where people are imprisoned in their mind, where they have allowed people to come in and attach them to dark, low vibrational energy, that they suck the life out of these people the same way. And Spirit is saying, I had to take you through that so that you could recognize what not to align yourself with. If you had not been through the same thing these individuals had went through, you would be a part of these communities, allowing people to continue to suck you dry and steal your energetic abundance. But now you know. Now that you know, what do you do? Now that you know, what do you do? Common sense, right? Common sense ain't so common to people, but I'm just going to give you the message, and it's up to you to do what you want. I know a lot of people say, well, you know, if you don't got no money, you be silly not to go and do the. Listen, I don't got no time. You see what I'm saying? I no longer have the time to invest in things, people, places that are going nowhere. And I don't have the time to go in and build businesses off my energy that's going to suck me dry. I don't. And if I got to take a few dollars cuts, be busted and disgusted for a little while, listen here, my time is too valuable to allow people to connect with my energy or my abundance so they could succeed. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. right? And I guarantee you, the same individuals that are looking for a quick come up, a quick multiplication of income, or however it goes, their family suffers, their children suffers, their wives, husbands suffer. Why? Because it's built and connected in this energy. I cannot make this shit up. And even now, as we move forward, if by now we are not smart enough to think about the long term consequence of dealing with this type of energy. See, I don't want my mama sick. I don't want my kids sick because I've allowed a community, an employer, an investor, investments, a business, a company to suck the energy out of us where we end up 10 years in the grave. That's how I'm thinking now. Y'all could call me crazy, delusional, or what, but I know plenty of people right now that families are suffering, mothers suffering, fathers suffering, kids suffering, wife suffering. I'm telling you, Knight of Swords energy in reverse, because they did stuff in the wrong energy instead of connecting to the light. They connected with people who are angry, bitter. They need, and you know, let me tell you something. I'm not knocking a community, right? An individual, a people, because they hungry. I'm not knocking them because they need right now. I'm not knocking anybody that has to make a choice whether to feed their family or starve, whether to link up and get a job or have nothing and be put out. I cannot judge you, okay? I pray for you. But it takes a hell of a person that's in them type of positions and situations to trust the Most High God, right? And those are some decisions that people have to make. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a mother that's pregnant. Are you willing to take a risk coming out of corporate and having a intimate imprinting relationship with your child, or do you have to go back in and work and be away from your child and allow the world to raise your children? These are decisions that ultimately will have to be made. And I hope by now, as we move forward, as the collective, as chosen divine beings, that we understand the value of being obedient to what God has called us to do. I fortunately understand in my divine feminine energy that as a mother, it is my job to nurture my children. It is my job to educate and raise my children. It is not the school system's job. It is not the court. It is not anyone's responsibility. It is me to ensure that when my children step out in the marketplace, that they are whole, nothing missing, nothing broken. And I can't do that away from them. And I can't do that if I'm broken. And I cannot do that if I have been bound and attached to devil energy. And now I'm just giving an example, but you put it how you need to put it. Because these are decisions that will have to be made. Rightfully so. I'm not going to judge you on whatever your decision is, but I'm just giving you where you are at this point. You've healed this childhood energy. You're in the upright. Will you try to go in and save this community? Whether you're a business person, an investor, an employee, an employer, a husband, a wife. Listen. You're going to go in and contribute, invest in something that's already dying, if not already dead. You can expect to die. Did you have to just give it to him? I mean, sometimes my spirit is like, you talk too much. Just get to the point. Do you want to die? I mean, a motherfucker sucked the whole life out you. That's where you going? How many men, how many women have tried to go in and save communities, people, and ended up here? All off of, I'm not going there, spirit. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Some of you guys could be community activists. Okay. Some of you guys could be, wanting to give back. You could be philanthropists. Okay. All I'm saying is make the right, listen on here. Listen, y'all know I'm big on 10-10, 1 and 9 breaking down to a 10, 2 and 8 is 10-10. The cycle's ended. Okay, so if you want to go in and continue to invest in cycles that are ended, you can expect to end. I mean, I just trying to give it to y'all how to answer. Sometimes I just wish my guys would have a better heart. Like, y'all don't have to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to do people like the way y'all do people. That's crazy. Keep investing in cycles that has ended and closed. Expect to die. I mean, that's what they said. I mean, that's why I say, you know what I'm saying, I shouldn't be getting on here doing these readings no more, because the guides that I got, they on a different level. They ain't sugarcoat shit. Woo, y'all need to calm down today. Let me get this message and get on up out of here, okay? Because I don't want y'all to be mad at me. Okay, Spirit, what's going on here? Okay, I'm telling you the gift. Okay, I'm telling you. It's connected to source, and you are the gift. You're the gift connected to source. The gift that people have been taking advantage of, the gift that people have been building wealth off of. But Spirit said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just heard you could die too. Damn. Why is the gift out here? Judgment. I'm telling you. Because you will be going under the same judgment as these individuals. You know what I'm saying? But this judgment is your rebirth, you know? But I feel like this is a new phase for you, right? This is you having a reckoning, awakening true. But if you go through all of this and go back into this community, I mean, this is the 10 of Wands. You will get burdened. And Spirit said you could die too. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, Spirit is trying to boss somebody up, Emperor to the 6 of Swords energy. Listen, Spirit, I'm about to get off of here because I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to keep doing this with you. Woo! What's the judgment to the gift here, Spirit? Golly, boy. I'm telling you, stars out here twice. I'm telling you, stars out here twice. This is where you come out of the cold and into your abundance. Star energy is out here twice. This is where Spirit, ancestor, angel guides want to give unto you. 6 of Pentacles. I cannot make this shit up. This is where you boss up at. This is what Spirit is saying. Your other choice ain't gonna be too good for you. Damn. So this could be life and death for some of y'all. It's life and death for all of us. We either choose life or we choose death. You know that. But it's out here. And Spirit said it. And let me move on because, I'm going to move on. I'm not doing this with y'all today, Spirit. Come on. Get yourself together. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is out here twice. I'm telling you. There's a lot of conflict, you guys. From you standing in your truth with clarity, okay? And the conflict is behind this gift. And you receiving this justice. Queen of Swords is out here twice. These setting clear boundaries. Somebody got to be, now I feel like, this could be the feminine energy here. Or this could be you, collective, because there's no gender in tarot. Somebody here got to set clear boundaries. I told you guys, anytime Spirit gives me something twice, that means adamant. Okay? It is. Star is out here twice. Queen of Swords is out here twice. Okay? This is clear-minded, having a clear mind. This is setting clear boundaries. You're not fucking with this community. I know the Queen of Swords ain't fucking with this community. These boundaries are set. I don't know about this King of Hearts here. Okay? There's a lot of conflict behind the boundaries that this energy here is setting here. What's going on? I'm telling you, 6 of Wands, because this Queen of Swords energy knows that people are trying to unalive, kill, suck the life out of, coffin, imbalance your victory. And the Star's energy out here is slowing up. You don't got time for that no more. Whoever you are, whoever's resonating with this here, I'm trying to tell you. That's why Spirit is like, these boundaries gotta stay. You can't even afford, right? Because it's life and death here. For some of you, you had to cut off these people, this community. You had the baby even cut off a king of hearts that was indecisive. Take the roses, they resonate, whatever this is here. Life and death here. I'm telling you, listen, the devil just came out here twice. I told you, anytime spirit is trying to get me to understand how severe a message is, it's going to come out twice. The Star, twice. Queen of Swords, twice. King of Cups, twice. The devil, twice. Can I make this shit up? Somebody here is really trying to get you to journey or make a journey, connect with these energies. And this Queen of Swords energy, male or female, has these boundaries clear, because this is life and death, and somebody understands it, and maybe you don't. Maybe you still needing convincing. Okay? But somebody here knows beyond a shadow of a doubt, no, I can't do it. Not no. Not now, not ever, not today. Somebody could still be on the fence here. What's going on? Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody could be coming out of this energy here, reckless, impatient, having a lot of conflict, using their intuition. High Priestess. Somebody wants to come into this woman's life or this man's life, in and out. Okay? In and out, causing delays, scattering energy, projecting here. Somebody here, High Priestess to the World card here. Somebody here knows this is over. There's a completion. This cycle's done. And this is causing a lot of fucking conflict. Done. Your ass is done. Not fucking with you no more. Not fucking with you no more. This is what somebody's saying in a community, to a community here, to a person that's been sucking energy to build abundance. No, no, hell no, we won't go. That's what I heard. Okay, it's somebody here. Somebody wants to get in somebody's energy here. Somebody's like, no, and I wish the fuck you would. And I got my sword out. I cut you, cut you, cut you, cut you, cut you. What's this, Spirit? Give me some more, Holy Spirit. Tell me what's the devil energy to this person. Unexpected income here. Devil energy. Okay, you can expect that somebody is not going to get this unexpected income that they expecting. Unexpected income in reverse. What's going on? Courtship. Somebody didn't get it. No, sir. Somebody's at a distance from you, sick. I told you, somebody here that you cut off, energy is zapped. All right. So that's your message, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get you some angel messages. I hope this message really helped you guys laser focus in on your next move here. Give me a message here. Steady progress here. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love here. I'm telling you, your life purpose here. Oh, excuse me, Spirit. Your life purpose, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. That's your message. I hope it helps. Until next time, peace.